officials for this game, referee Howie, and on the line, Ellen Keating and Jamie Briggs.
And apologies for that, folks. We are back with the commentary now. Just had to get a couple of post-game interviews before, but we are a minute and 40 in to the period, and it's still goalless. Sophie Games carrying the puck up. Amy Kingsbury keeping the puck inside as the Topcats look to break out here. Amelia Williams getting a shot on the turn. And then another shot forcing Mackenzie McNamara into a save. She'll make the stop. And 2:20 on the clock then. And we'll get a replay of that save now. Shot coming in, yeah, it's quite high up on Mackenzie, but she made the save. As the Firebees will carry in. Swindon being pushed back here, and as I mentioned in the previous game, the Firebees have caused the Topcats problems, not least in Swindon when they played out in a very entertaining draw. And actually held a lead in Slough the day before the Topcats did eventually claim an 8-3 win. But it's going to be interesting to see how the Firebees do, particularly without their captain, Abby Fay. Cadence Deer is open. She receives the puck here. Quick look over her shoulder from Leah Wallace. Swindon have made a slight change to yesterday's lineup in that Abby Minter isn't available for today or tomorrow if they were to make the final. Charlie Davidson right on that far side. There's Talia again, who's the top goal scorer for the Firebees, and she'll be the player they'll look to go to. And Sophie Games as well, who's on D. And celebrated her 18th birthday, and so made a defensive play there, helped the puck work its way back to Mackenzie McNamara. So Lily Endicott with the draw. Keeping the same top line from yesterday with Emma Coma up there with them. Comes to Lily, who fires. It was wide of the goal. Controlled by Amelia Williams on that far side. Ellie Wallace looking to squeeze past the defender, which she does. Plus, it's very interesting that so many of these Swindon Topcats players know the Firebees players, because both of them are also on the Queen Bees in the elites, and Mackenzie makes a save and will hold on. As we get a replay of the save coming up now. Ellie Wallace cut through this high slot and laying the puck off wide. It was a nice shot there, but blocked well by, I think it was Sean Tucker who made the block. Nora Egri with the face-off. As the Firebees look to break out. Stuff on net, another one, all just flashes wide of Marley's goal. Like they have made another change, and I think Zara Berwick's playing as a forward. And Sian Phillips gets a shot on net, turned aside. Nora Egri works it out wide to Natalia Rolden-Merck. Nora Egri again. She'll carry on the right wing now and cuts back inside, got a bit of space, gets a sight of goal and she'll shoot. Got such a good release on that wrist shot, and then another shot comes through, takes a nick off the top of the stick. And Ellie Shaw winding one up now, and Mackenzie having to save what was a third effort on that shift. Williams having to drop back and defend, not taking her eyes off that puck as Izzy Egginson carries in on that top side of the ring. Quick transition game there from the Topcats. Attempted wraparound, but Mackenzie was alert there. We'll see her in action again later on with the Cardiff Comets as Ellie Shaw lays that one off. Again, cleared by Izzy Egginson. Just out of a reach there of Rachel Campion, sent back round. Sophie Games controls and will stride forward. Have to go it alone here. Gets a shot on net, but just flicks wide off the tip of Marley's stick. Ellie Shaw coming forward. The shot towards goal, just behind the net. Ellie Shaw once again. Sophie Games will gather. Play broken up by Lily Endicott, who cuts back inside. Ellie Wallace now. She was off balance when she took the shot, but then he just steer it wide. It was almost on target. Sophie Games taking the sting out of the game a little bit there as she holds onto a puck. Very composed puck handler. Lily Endicott with a nice little pass between her own legs to get it behind her to a teammate. As Carlier goes into the corner. Ellie Wallace cuts back inside. Carries into the offensive zone. Oh, tries to work some space now. Lily Endicott, those two having to try and stay out of each other's way. As Phillips can't quite steer it around Marnie Drazy. Control once again by the Topcats. Firebees who are working it back now, looking to carry through with Rachel Campion. Drop pass. Phoebe Dodd helps it on its way. Amelia Williams in control once more. She carries up the ice. Is she going to go on one of those coast-to-coast surges? She's in behind, gets a shot up, and only just narrowly wide of the goal, but such a fantastic young defender. She strides forward. Nora Egri working well along the boards. Comes back to the blue line. Nora Egri sends it across. Amelia Williams forward. Work back across by Sophie Kingsbury. And then Talia out on that left wing side. There's a shot on there, just out of a reach of Marley Easton. She helped it go, or just watched it go past her goal, I should say. Sophie Games in control, but it's been very even so far. The Firebees have looked composed on the puck and good going forward, so not much between the sides. Swindon, remember, in action last night. We don't know how much that effort took out of them and how much they've got left in the tank early on, and a lot of these players have got a lot of hockey to play. Well, potentially anyway, as they'll have a big elite semi-final coming up later on. Shot comes in, that'll be covered up by Mackenzie McNamara, who will hold on. So Lily Endicott's line back out there then. As we've played 10:53 in the start of the game. Puck up along the boards. Ellie Wallace will look to work it back to her sister Leah Wallace, then to Lily Endicott out wide. To I think it was Ellie Shaw with the effort. Endicott ripples the net. Endicott in the corner again, working herself into some space. Vanza Makoma worked it back towards Ellie Wallace and Leah Wallace, and Ellie Shaw fires. Leah Wallace again, sends it in on net. That forces the pad save. Leah couldn't quite keep it inside, but big sister Ellie comes back and gets there. Poke check from Mackenzie. So that will see an icing call, and they'll bring the play back down into the Firebees end of the ice. Miley Dracy will control. She was part of that Swindon Topcats side that made the 16s final last year. Egby fires from an almost impossible angle, but was able to drive that shot high towards the net. Would set up there, took a deflection, and then forced Mackenzie to cover up. 12-21 played, still goalless, but Topcats going very close here. Egby to take the draw. Laid off by Natalia Walden-Merck. Banked off the boards. We'll have to retreat here as it had crossed the line and came back out to Natalia. Shot sort of trickles its way towards goal. 12:54 played then, still no score as yet. Swindon trying to set up the play from behind the back of the goal, but Sophie Games, safe pair of hands, banks it off the boards, plays into space. It's been a good journey for Sophie this season. She was a forward in much of her career up to date, but then start of this season switched to D, and it's worked to devastating effect really for both the Firebees and the Queen Bees. As we get a whistle for an offside. Face off in front of us here. Maybe Kingsbury sends the puck over. Controlled by Talia Davidson-Wright, who has a real leadership role on this team in terms of she is the go-to player for points. Phoebe Dodd forward to Talia Davidson-Wright. It's defended well though by Poppy Howe. And we get on a whistle on the play as Marty covers that one up. Face off in the Topcat zone. Ellie Wallace looking to try and lead the attack, but it's Lily Endicott who picks up the puck. She's being forced wide, some good defending there from the Firebees. Puck goes into a corner. Puck up along the far side. As the Firebees was trying to build something there, it's picked off by Ellie Shaw. Controls at centre red, and then will enter the offensive zone now. Gets the shot off and scores. And what a way to break this deadlock. Ellie Shaw, who strode forward from the back and picked out the top corner, going top shelf where Mama keeps the best peanut butter. And that will see A 1-0 lead. Shot on net, there we go here on the replay, but fantastic how she just wrapped her stick around that one. And say, what a way to open the scoring. Harley Davidson Wright looking for an instant reply there. She fired in on net to Marley Easton.
Swindon Topcats, scored by number 21, Ellie.
Confirmation of Ellie Shaw's goal then.
Unassisted at 15
And it was unassisted as we thought.
That's goal 1 for Topcats, scored 21, unassisted at 15-02.
Sean Tucker will carry the puck forward as Topcats will control here. Sent around the boards. Firebees will control with Talia Davidson right. And then Sophie Games looking to carry it away with Swindon putting a forecheck in on her inside the final 4 minutes of this opening period. But Sophie's going to go forward now down the left wing side. She is used to playing in an advanced role, but then outnumbered. She'll head back to her bench, I think. Oh no, she's going to go back to a blue line, but Swindon having to carry this puck out from a deep position here. And laid off nicely by Miley Dracy and Amelia Williams. Swindon carrying it forward once more, but there's a time for them to double their lead before the period, or perhaps can the Firebees get themselves back level, but been open throughout so far. Cadence Deer will look to break down this right wing side. Poppy Howell sending it around the boards, helping it on its way. Puck comes loose. He's seized upon by Erin Roche. Holds up for challenge, gets the shot in on goal, but it was from an acute angle. Ellie Shaw winds another one up, but this time Mackenzie will hold on with just under 3 minutes to go to the break. And we're going to face off inside the Firebees zone. Allows both teams to make a line change here. Lydia Endicott's line back out there for the Topcats. It's going to be the Firebees who come out with it, but it'll be in the corner for Talia Davidson Wright. She has to do some pretty swift handwork there to get it away. Phoebe Dodge couldn't quite get it under control, but it will come back through for Ellie Shaw to clear. Lydia Endicott puck coming loose. Talia Davidson Wright will collect. And then, lovely hands again by Talia with the attempted play from behind her back. Stretch pass from Lydia Endicott. Finds Ellie Wallace at the second time of asking. Gets under control just about, back to goal, but puck just getting away from it in the end. But Firebees getting enough bodies back there just to crowd her out inside the final 2 minutes of the period. As it's carried up on that far side. Sophie Kingsbury striding up from the back. All fanned effort from Phillips, but Ellie Wallace seizes on it quickly and will carry back down the right wing side. Send it towards goal. Nora Egri again, that quick release shot forcing Mackenzie McNamara into a save, and then a shot from out wide from Amelia Williams. Nora Egri trying to work something again on that corner, but it was worked away by the Firebees, so the Topcats have to build again. This time it's carried in by Zara Berwick. As I say, she has played forward before. She's had a couple of games there this season with Guildford and actually got play of the game in that game as she fires just short of the net. Firebees carrying out. Have they got one last chance to attack with about 40 seconds or so in the period. Topcats force a turnover in the corner. Now they'll look to build again. Nora Egri rides that challenge from Talia Davidson right. She'll head back to a bench. Almost getting caught out there as they make the personnel change. Lily Endicott will carry in then. Inside the final 15 seconds of the period. Back to Amelia Williams. Out wide to Talia, who will control. Shots blocked by Miley Drazy. Just behind the Firebees. Can they get the shot off? They can't. That will do it then for the opening period. A 1-0 lead to the Topcats. We're going to take a short break. Be back with you in 5 minutes' time, so please don't go anywhere.
Firebees nil. Short 5-minute interval. And we will be back with the second period.
Welcome back for the start of the second period then, as we currently have a 1-0 lead to the Firebees. Sorry, to Swindon Topcats even, what am I saying? As Talia Davidson Wright gets a shot on the turn. That's because I was looking at their roster as I said that. As the Topcats are going to carry out at the start of a period. Ellie Shaw out wide to Emma Comer, finds Lily Endicott, nice return pass to Comer on this right wing, sends it towards goal. Lily Endicott trying to almost do a drag back there into the net. Sent towards goal, nice hands from Ellie Wallace even. Now it's to Leah Wallace from distance. Ellie controls, tries to split the two Firebees players and crowded out there. Sent towards net, it comes back across and Sophie Games will gather. Sophie Kingsbury controls over on the far side. Trickling wide there, and Mackenzie McNamara watching it go wide. Sophie will carry it out now on this left wing side. Striding forward from the back, she's linking up well with Talia Davidson Wright. Still battling away, but it will be broken up by Natalia Rolden-Merck. But Sophie's still not giving up on this play, and she's got the puck tied up along the end boards there. Gets a bit of support coming in as well from Sian Tucker. Forward towards Zara Berwick, who will push on. And then helped its way by May Sullivan. Banked off the boards, but picked up by the Firebees. They're looking to try and put home something with this momentum on their side right now. They've started this second period very much on the front foot, taking the game to Swindon, which they needed to do. Shot comes from distance, but it's wide of a goal. Never was really troubling Marley on that occasion. Topcats working it around the boards. Played forward, and Amy Kingsbury helping it on its way. Carried forward by Miley Drazy on this near side, looking to cut back inside. May Sullivan, strong defending from her, cutting her off, but they're going to say that's going to be a penalty. And it's going to say tripping is the call. May heads to the box. I think it's May, it's heading in, is it? No, it's not. It's Cadence Deer. That must have been on the play just prior to that. So apologies, I missed that one. I didn't quite see how that play came about, but some eagle-eyed officials spotting things that we can't up in the crow's nest, as we call it up here in Sheffield. One timer coming in, it's blocked, but this is an important time in the game for the Topcats to get that power play, having been under a lot of pressure early on, 3 minutes 25 into the game, and it's been pretty much all Firebees, sorry, into the period, it's been pretty much all Firebees in this second period up till now, so this will help shift that momentum a little bit as May Sullivan will blast that one clear, and that will head down the ice. Ellie Wallace looking to get in behind, will control. Out wide to Ellie Shaw, looking to wind one up, she'll go short side, but control well with the glove by Mackenzie McNamara. Ellie Shaw couldn't quite get under control, but Ellie Wallace will now. Ellie Shaw will fire through, goes through the crease and back out onto the other side. Amelia Williams controlling. Ellie Shaw again likes to operate on this right wing side during the power play. Now Ellie Wallace from the point fires in. It was a headhunter, comes off the top of either the helmet or the stick of Amy Kingsbury. And we'll get a whistle on the play. That will keep the face-off inside the zone with Jamie Briggs pointing to the circle, the face-off circle and the hash marks. Back underway then, and it's Swindon who get the shot on net. Controlled back by Natalia Roldan-Merck. Sarah Berwick, who's now on the point, firing in. Say it's she's only 18 herself, yet she seems more one of the more experienced players on this Topcats team, because she's had a number of years with the Guildford Lightning and 3 campaigns with the GB under-18, so she can bring that experience in. But that's a good save by Mackenzie McNamara. Looked a certain goal, and it was a toe kick off the line, and she gathers it under control. We'll see the replay of it here coming up as the Topcats control behind the back of the net. Miley Drazy it was behind there, working it back, went short side, and then the shot from Natalia Roldan-Merck through a screen, and Mackenzie, who could kick it off the line and cover it up in one quick motion as Ellie Wallace fires in. Couldn't quite put that one home. It was Emma Comer trying to redirect it, I think, and now Lily Endicott on the turn, but just steers it wide. Firebees back to full strength, and we are back to full strength then. Back down the other end of the ice as they'll clear it, but the Topcats looking to build once more. Lizzie Egginson. Good to see her back in the lineup now. I'd missed some games early on in the campaign, but got another player with a glittering career ahead of her. Coming loose in the neutral zone, and that will allow the Firebees to advance then. With Sophie Kingsbury, who goes forward. Carried in to the offensive zone with Swindon now looking to go towards goal, forcing a save. I think no, it's still with the Firebees who will carry out, and Rachel Campion it was that forces a glove save from Marley. Couldn't hold on though, just helped it on its way more than anything, but it was away from goal. And I suppose that's really all that matters. Probably on the back of the net by Talia Davidson Wright, but too many Swindon bodies back there to crowd her out, and then Talia will go again, and then the shot comes through. Sophie Games will control in front of the timekeeping bench. Sophie winds one up, and that goes over the top of the goal and back into play, but that was a sighter from the young defender. And Kingsbury will control back there. Firebees will clear, and back to Amelia Williams now. Forward to Erin Roche, who cuts through the middle of the neutral zone, but some good work by Talia Davidson-Wright to break the play up. Forward to Sam Phillips over on that far side. Picked off by the Topcats, who will now carry forward. It's Ellie Shaw who gets towards goal, but a last-ditch challenge by Amy Kingsbury breaks that play up, and she will set the play away the other end now, and Sam Phillips looking to try and push her team forward. Got towards goal, that's going to be covered up. Marley will make the save and hold on. And we're going to face off then inside the Swindon zone. Face off on the far side, it's going to be Rachel Campion to take the draw. Sean Tucker on the left wing, trying to get the shot off, but it was blocked, and then Zara Berwick can pounce on the loose puck and carry it out. As we get a whistle on the play. Topcats will control from the draw. Maura Egri to control out the zone. Sophie Games goes with her. Those two know each other well from the Queen Bees. Amelia Williams, another Queen Bees defender, fires towards net, and it's cannon back off the leg of Sophie Kingsbury. Ellie Wallace in control. Almost 9 minutes played here in this second period as we get a whistle on the play for offside. That will bring the face-off back out the zone. Face off just in front of us here, underneath the com box. May Sullivan to control. And the Endicott not letting her settle for a second there, forcing her to turn over the puck, and then Ellie Wallace can stride forward. Nice pass out wide to Lily, and then back to Ellie, and then for Lily, but she was behind the red line at that point. She was never going to get a shot on net there, but then tried to connect on that as it went towards goal, right on the doorstep of Mackenzie McNamara. That comes in from Miley Drazy, again turned aside by Mackenzie. That comes around the boards and then back to Amy Kingsbury over to the far side. Fired in on net, deflects up off a stick, and back to Nakoma. From Gretzky's office finds Lily Endicott. She tried to control her back to goal. 9:44 played in this second period as we get the replay of this here. Ellie Wallace in control. Splits two Firebees players and then just powers past them. 3-on-1 rush here. Switches the play out wide to Lily Endicott, who gets it back, and then it goes for a return once more. But by that time, Lily's momentum saw her carrying on beyond the red line. So it was a lovely build-up play that as those two combined to perfection. Wallace into the corner. And then May Sullivan. Over onto that far side. The Firebees are going to carry out. Sam Phillips will control as we are now past the midpoint of the game. May Sullivan watches the puck go past. She'll just let it go, but Leah Wallace forces it back inside. Emma Comer chases it into the corner, but Amy Kingsbury helps it back the other way now. Ellie Wallace takes a tumble as she tries to control. That's going to be a penalty, in fact. So a hooking call. And it will be on the Firebees. So the Topcats going back on the power play then. And it's Cadence Deer again who will serve a penalty. Looks like Natalia Roldan-Merck's going to start this power play unit. Ellie Wallace's line was out there before, so I'll get a breather, I guess, which is why we're going to go with this lineup. Miley Drazy on the right wing. And Emma Combe on the left wing. Looks like Zara Berwick and Leah Wallace will start in the two defensive positions. But a bit of a delay then as the officials go over to the Firebees to talk to the bench and find out what they're discussing. I'm guessing they're just explaining what the call was for. Well, we know what it was for. It was for a trip, but I think they're probably the Firebees don't agree with that. I must admit I didn't really see anything obvious that it would be a call, but the officials haven't really missed anything throughout the weekend, so you'd have to say that they got the decision correct. 10-14 played then inside this second period. It's still 1-0 Topcats. Be gathered in by Mackenzie McNamara, who will hold on. It will see the first 3 seconds tick off the penalty clock then.
30 minutes and 19 seconds. That's Firebees 28. 2 minutes booking at 30:19.
Puck goes into the corner. We've got a whistle on a play there as Mackenzie covers that one up. So this is game 2 of 6 today. Still plenty of hockey to bring you between now and the close of play on day 2. As we'll get a face-off to the left of Mackenzie McNamara's goal as she is looking at it. Lily Endicott will take the draw. And she has Eddie Shaw on her right wing. In a more advanced position, Ellie Wallace will drop to a point along with Amelia Williams, who controls the puck there. Nora Egri completing the 5-player unit here with 30 seconds left on the power play. And we will switch the play out wide to Amelia Williams, who interchanges so well from with Ellie. They can both play in that point position or play it forward. Work back to a point. And then fired towards Ellie Shaw and then turned aside by Mackenzie McNamara once again, and the Firebees will now have the opportunity to push out on the break. Talia Davidson Wright 1 against 3 right now, but she's done a fantastic job. Amelia Williams keeping her honest out there. As the Topcats will look to get forward. 11:30 to go in this, 11:30 gone even. 8:30 to go in this second period. Nora Egri out wide. Just coming off the stick there and then getting a second go at it, but she'll switch the play to Lily Endicott, work back to Ellie Wallace, cuts through the high slot, gets a shooting opportunity, fires, Mackenzie McNamara makes a save and comes back out. Nora Egri couldn't quite get the puck under control, and the Firebees will carry out now. And that was a good play there from Sam Phillips as she was able to get it away. 12:05 now played as we edge ever closer to the second break, and a nice cut, but the replay here worked back from Lily Endicott to Ellie Wallace as she cuts around the first player. Talia Davidson Wright opens up a shooting opportunity but couldn't steer it past Mackenzie McNamara's elbow made a smart save. We're going to get a face-off at centre ice. Emmy Briggs drops the puck. We're back underway. And Talia Deverton Wright sends it forward as it's controlled by the Topcats. Over to Emma Comer. Forward towards goal. Big rebound, and then it's gathered in by Mackenzie. She'll hold on. That will do it for the penalty then. Cadence Deer back out on the ice. 12:20 played. 7:40 to go, and then, as I said, there will be an ice cut at the end of this period, so that will give us an extended timeout, as it were. Bit of a breather, chance to get a coffee.
Firebees are now back to full strength. Firebees to full strength.
Sophie Games will control there in the corner, comes back out to Izzy Egginson. As he will hold on and then look to play it forward, but Erin Roche putting under pressure. Zara Berwick steals a puck off Sophie Games there. Two of the best young defenders in the league right now. Zara will battle in the corner again. This is a good shift from her. So playing in this forward role. It's carried forward by Rachel Campion, who centres a second line for the Firebees. There's some players missing though who would normally be in the lineup. As we mentioned before, the captain Abby Fay, who had a really unfortunate injury, an ACL injury, and I think the Queen Bees have had enough of those type of injuries this season. What with Chrissy Newman as well. Our thoughts go out to both players who are missing, and obviously Abby as well as being a top defender for the Firebees is also the captain, so she is a huge loss for them. That comes through. And Isabel Bennett, who's not here, which is a surprise. I thought she would be. One's turned aside. Sophie Games, that's forward to Talia, who will carry the puck over the line. Eventually the puck just dragging its heels a little bit on her there. Is to wait for the puck to come back to her and under her control, but by which time the Topcats had recovered defensively, and then a shot from Talia from the distance. It was wide. Oh, nice pass forward for Ellie Wallace, who shrugs off the defending of Sophie Games, but actually Sophie did well to stick with her, and although Ellie did get the shot on net, she was off balance and didn't really get enough power in the shot to trouble Mackenzie, and I think that was much to do with Sophie's presence there. Of course, Sophie, who is playing forward, tracks back what is Queen Bee's teammate. It's quite must be unusual really to go into battle in a game like this, and you know, they're competing for a place in tomorrow's final to face the Kingston Diamonds, and then in a couple of hours time they'll be friends again and working together to try and get the Queen Bees into a final. Annie Wallace will control across, picked off towards May Sullivan. Amelia Williams helped on its way. It'll be Ellie Shaw. Strides forward. It's run a couple of challenges, but then the puck sticking on her a little bit. She'll get to go again. And this is at the end of 3 periods of hockey, of course, so ice in its worst possible condition, I would say, as we go inside the final 5 minutes of this second period. It's essentially had a full game of hockey played on it now, as Amelia Williams fires, hits the post there, and comes back out. That was a huge clunk as it struck the pipes. Comes back off the boards. Amelia will collect again and look to control. Sends it around the boards, and then it'll be picked off on the far side by Amy Kingsbury. It's shuffled forward. Eddie Shaw comes across to cut off Cadence Deer and break the play up. She's trying to play the puck while still sitting on the deck there, Cadence, and did well to try and keep the puck's momentum going. As Amelia Williams will control once more. Zara Berwick there with her. Amelia striding forward, but Zara recognising that one of her D is out of position, so she'll just hang back and cover that off. Well read from her, and here she is now in fact covering for Amelia, back in that defensive position. Talia gets forward, but Ellie Shaw has just controlled her well. I'm amazed, to be honest, that Ellie's not played in the Elite League sooner. One of the top defenders on this Topcats side. Made a debut for Guildford against Solihull the other week, but yeah, it's remarkable that she's never played sooner, because she's been an outstanding player for the last couple of years. And when you can strip the puck off a player of Tyler Davidson's right stature, then you know you're doing something right. As Leah Wallace controls. Leah's another one who could be in contention as well for me. I'm sure in the coming years we will see these players also arrive on two-way deals at various teams. It's always a big turnover as well in terms of the junior players who end up in the Elite League, because a lot of them, once they turn 18, go over to the States to play in the NCAA Division 3 leagues out there, and we're expecting some household names to move across the pond once again. So for some teams, particularly for the likes of the Queen Bees, they might have to find themselves with new players. As Sophie Games one's one up. That was a lovely little sort of half wind up, wasn't it? It was almost a fake, but then decided to still get enough power in the shot to trouble Marley Easton, as Erin Roche will stride forward. Cadence Deer loses her stick, and it's still causing trouble for Erin Roche, who had the puck underneath her feet there. Leah Wallace will control with just over 2 minutes remaining in the period now. Leah Wallace will continue to go forward. It's a D and then goes towards goal. Collected once more by Sam Phillips, one of the co-coaches. Had a fantastic career herself, having played for the Queen Bees in years past, and doing a great job here, helping add some experience and leadership to what is a young Firebees side. It's good to see Firebees back at the playoffs. They missed out last season, what was a very competitive year. That was despite having Abby Sylvester as their captain and leading goal scorer. But good to see them back this year, as I say. It's a very close battle, really, between Kingston, Sheffield and Milton Keynes, as they're all tied on points, the same points as that one. Is a nice kick save from Mackenzie McNamara. Another one comes in again, and then Lily Endicott trying to force that one home, and again Mackenzie makes a stop. But yeah, just going back to what I was saying there, I'll hold that thought as we have the replay. Ellie Wallace there, poked away by Mackenzie, and then sent in towards goal. Kick save. Shot on net, but some nice play there by the Topcats. It was Nora Egri who had that effort coming in off the left wing side. As we're back underway live now, and Sophie Games will leave that one for Izzy Eggington, who has the puck under control. Nice pass forward, but it's picked off on the far side. Last one in front of the Topcats bench there, as the puck continues to advance down that side of the ice. Emma Comer, nice layoff just behind Zara Berwick to Amelia Williams. Here comes from her. She'll hold on and drop back and just see out the last few seconds. But that will do it then for the second period. We'll get an ice cut now, so there'll be a 15-minute break. I'm going to take a break myself, so please don't go anywhere. We'll see you all soon.
So it's still a 1-goal game. I'm here with the Firebees.
Welcome back to the third and final period then between this game, or this game even, between the Swindon Topcats and the Firebees. It's a 1-0 game. It's as close as it could possibly be. And the two sides separated by a moment of genius from Ellie Shaw. Both sides out on the ice then. But a slight delay. We're still waiting for, I think the officials have just come over to the near side and are just discussing things with the timekeeping bench. So be a few seconds more before we have puck drop. But it's an exciting one, and coming up next we have our first of our elite semi-finals. That will be between the Solihull Vixens and the Guildford Lightning, where a lot of these Topcats players will be on the ice again, essentially double shifting. That's going to be a tough one for sure. Hearing the reason Isabel Bennett isn't here, unfortunately she was on a train making her way up from Exeter from this morning, and her train got delayed, and that's the reason why she was, or was cancelled even. That's why she didn't make it. But such a huge loss for today's game. She would have played a starring role, I'm sure, in what is already a close game. Isabel, very much one of the leaders of this Firebees side offensively. Again, we wait for the puck drop, so I'll just take a brief breather, and we'll be back on air once they get underway. And no sooner I say that, then we are ready to drop the puck. Should have said it a few seconds earlier, shouldn't I? But here we go then, back underway. And Ellie Wallace will bank it off the boards. Lily Endicott will control. Heads up already, looking to pick somebody out. It's Emma Comer who directed that one towards goal, but Mackenzie McNamara makes a save, and we get a face-off inside the Firebees zone 10 seconds in after a restart. Ellie Wallace gets a piece of that from the draw. Ellie Shaw's shot is charged down. Ellie Wallace again. Nice hands from her, fires. That's a fantastic save by Mackenzie McNamara, who saw it all the way. And Ellie, who shot early there. But Mackenzie knew what was coming, as we see here. Ellie works herself into the high slot, then back onto her forehand, and then fired, but straight into a glove. And a very strong glove it was from Mackenzie. Ellie banks it off the boards towards Emma Comer behind the back of the net. It comes back out towards Leah Wallace now. Up into the corner. Back to a point. Shot charged down, turned aside by Mackenzie once more. Ellie Shaw. Shot's blocked. Comes off the back. Izzy Eggington it was, but Firebees will look to carry out now with Talia Deverton right. Look in the corner now with the Topcats, they'll hold on. Shaw will control and carry forward. Nice clearance though from Sophie Kingsbury. Over Egri in control, out wide. Fired on towards net, but just wide of the goal. Sarah Berwick up there battling with Sophie Games. Again, it's quite funny because Sophie started off as a forward and is now playing as a D. Zara is naturally a D, but not for this game at least, is playing as a forward. But both acquitting themselves well in their new roles this season. Sam Phillips getting involved there. Sophie Games still not afraid to get physical along the boards where it's required. Another Egri under pressure from Talia Davidson right. Nora will check back. In Gretzky's office, works it back to Natalia Roldan-Merck, who gets a shot off and gets rolled over by Talia as they collide off the puck. Quick apology from them both. Focus there on Mackenzie as she readjusts the equipment. Face off on the far side. Erin Roche to take the draw, and it's the Swindon player who wins it. Forward towards Flo Shermer. Sam Phillips on that far side, picked off by Miley Drazy. Towards Amelia Williams. What a strong Welsh defensive pairing that is. There's two players against each side up along the boards. Cadence Deer and Rachel Campion in there as well. Forward by Flo Shermer once again down that right wing side. May Sullivan with a good challenge to strip her of the puck, and then a stretch pass that just sails away and down the other end of the ice. So with 3:13 played in this third and final period, it remains a 1-0 score to the Topcats. It's a much tougher game than perhaps they were hoping, but as I say, it was they took a 2-1 lead in the game in Slough before Swindon came alive, and then eventually won the game 8-3, and then a day later they met in Swindon, and that time the Firebees earning a draw. So they're not. It was never going to be an easy game against the Firebees, and they're showing that they're still very much in this contest right now, as Lily Endicott will carry in, fires in on net. Eddie Shaw, Sam Phillips. That one is controlled by Ellie Shaw once again, just out of reach. It's picked off by Sophie Games. All she blows a tyre was a bit of a squeal from it, as she knew she was losing an edge and just didn't want to cough at the puck, which she didn't do. She was still able to slip the puck forward to a teammate in the act of falling. Sam Phillips over on that far side will control over in the corner. Talia Davidson right will continue to keep the puck moving. Shot as she turns and then forces Marley into a save. 4:30 played in the third period. Good games on that far side again, breaking the play up. It's been a defensive masterclass from her back there so far. Ellie Wallace looking to get forward, and maybe that's part of a reason why Swindon have been frustrated. The likes of Sophie, who does play against, or plays alongside a lot of these Swindon players with the Queen Bees, as does Talia. So they can use that inside information, as it were, to be able to shut them down. And the likes of Ellie Wallace hasn't had much joy today. Zara Berwick opens up the shot and forces a save out of Mackenzie McNamara. And Zara's proved to be very effective in that right wing position, getting a couple of chances there. Talia Davidson right will carry out, looking to split two Swindon players, but look at Leah Wallace did just enough there, kept the stick in there and broke the play up, prevented Talia from really getting away from it. Poked clear. Talia Davidson right couldn't quite hold on, and May Sullivan will advance forward, fires, that's blocked. Blocked well by Leah Wallace, and again for a second time. Talia Davidson right setting up he's on the puck now. It was Izzy Eggington who was setting her up from Gretzky's office there. Talia again battling with Nora Egri along their boards. That's a fascinating battle as well. Another two other players who of course know each other from the Queen Bees, and then a nice poke check from Nora, almost forcing the puck over. Now she will get it at the second attempt. Holds on to a puck and then switches a play. No, she'll hold on. I thought she's going to switch the play out wide, but she'll take it herself, and she's gone on one of those exploring runs, Nora the Explorer she's called at times. Over on that far side, Ellie Shaw will control, puck's just behind and it will come out the zone. That means the Topcats will have to retreat, but she'll hold on and now re-enter the zone, winds one up, it's shot, but absorbed by Amy Kingsbury, who's feeling that one a little bit. Yeah, she took that one in the body and she's heading back to her bench. Hopefully she's okay. It's just maybe winded her a little bit. Lily Endicott will carry in. Ellie Shaw, as she advances towards the high start and scores! And she's done it again. She did that in the first period and she shot again from range in the third. And she doubles the Topcats lead. And two quite fantastic finishes from Ellie Shaw. .6:54 played in this third period. And a 2-0 Topcats lead. And they've had to work really hard for that. Lily Endicott onto that. And we get confirmation of the goal scorers then.
Score by number 21, Ellie Shaw.
Ellie Shaw, that we knew got the goal.
76, Emma Comer.
Emma Comer, who gets the assist.
54 seconds.
And the 2-goal lead looking quite comfortable at this stage in what is a very tight game. Chances at a premium. 7:08 gone then. And that'll be Amelia Williams, who will drop back into the corner. Got a whistle on the play actually. That'll drag the play back down into a Firebees zone. So let's see what comes of this one. Jamie Briggs ready to drop the puck. But Sam Phillips is going to take the draw. Lily Endicott works it back to Ellie Wallace. Ellie will hold on. Oh, just comes off the foot of Lily Endicott, and that allows Sophie Games to shrug her off and hold on. Again, Sophie sees Emma Comer coming in on the forecheck, holds on though, and is able to release the puck, but it's out the zone. Lily Endicott retrieves over to Ellie Shaw, who's on a hat-trick now. Banked off the boards. Sophie Games now, who will control. Forward towards Ellie Shaw once more. Ellie Shaw holds on, takes it towards the end boards. Sophie Games sticking with her. Still with Ellie Shaw, gets a shot off, but over just wide of the goal. So that could have been the hat-trick there. Back into Erin Roche, just out of her reach, bit of frustration there as the Firebees looking to counter now. Cadence Steer is open, but it'll be carried in by Rachel Campion. But maybe delayed the pass, and Cadence wasn't expecting it when it eventually came. Amy Kingsbury switches a play out onto the far side. Poke check nicely done by Erin Roche, and then into space finds Zara Berwick, who's off the bench, fires from distance. That pops into the glove, and Mackenzie McNamara will hold on. Jamie Briggs then will drop the puck as Nora Egri goes in, and it's cleared as goes the distance, so that will go for icing. 8:56 gone then, that's 11:01 to go, and the Topcats with a slender 2-goal lead, but they've got the offensive zone face-off now. Nora Egri will take it. Amelia Williams behind her. I'm sure that she'll be the intended target, but actually comes out to the Firebees, who will control off the boards. Izzy Eggington even. Don't judge me, it's going to be a long weekend. I'll get a couple of names wrong over the course, as May Sullivan centred around the boards. Sally Davidson right into the corner. Izzy Eggington gets a shot from distance, and then a shot again from May Sullivan, keeping the puck moving really deep into possession. Zara Berwick's going to push out. She's got two Firebees D with her, but Mackenzie can only find Natalia Rolden-Mert, but then that shot is edged away with the blocker. Now Talia will carry. Nice poke check from Ellie Wallace, who's back checking, and that played the Queen Bees off, sorry, the Firebees even offside. We'll get a face-off outside the zone, and could see Kayla Poole, who was between the benches taking in the action, who we saw came on in that third period for Bristol, now wearing a Vixens jersey, so possibly she will get the start in net. She certainly looks like she's preparing herself ready for that, as Ellie Wallace fends off the defending of the Firebees. That's a heavy collision into the boards. Thankfully Ellie is getting back up okay, and it works back to Emma Comer, who fires, turned aside by Mackenzie McNamara into a corner. Ellie Wallace cycling it over to Lily Endicott from Gretzky's office to find Amelia Williams, and that's taken in by Mackenzie, and she will hold on. And we'll get a face-off over on the far side, which will be Lily Endicott to take against Sam Phillips. Sophie Games comes out with it. Banked off the boards. Amelia Williams controls that centre red over to Marnie Drazy. Ellie Wallace to control. Sophie Games sends it back out the zone, and then Amelia Williams will control out wide towards Emma Comer on that right wing position. It's back with the Firebees. 11:05 played inside the last 9 minutes. Sophie Games. Sam Phillips again. Nova Egri. Nice hands as she gets around a couple of players. Couldn't get past Sophie Games though, who blocked the shot with her stick. Controlled on this near side by Phillips, who works it back to Sophie Games. Nice drag back from Zara Berwick. She'll hold on to possession. That's been an interesting duel between Zara Berwick and Sophie Games throughout this game. Over on that far side, Sam Phillips will carry in inside the last 8 minutes of the game now. Zara Berwick again carrying through. She's so good at that, actually, entering the zone, driving forward. She's used to doing it from a deeper position on the blue line at Guildford, so has no problem doing that there. She's a good outlet every time one of her teammates picks her out. And we'll get a face-off then with Lily Endicott and Talia Davidson right. Ellie Wallace sends it around the boards. Controlled by Emma Comer. Quick glance over her shoulder from Ellie Wallace. Talia Davidson right. Ellie Wallace again. Slip that one forward, and it'll be gathered in by Amy Kingsbury. May Sullivan on that far side, but Ellie Wallace comes in and steals the puck off her. Firebees with possession in the corner. Stretch past Talia Deverton right and then blocked off by a clever play there from Hannah Squans, number 88. Comes back off the boards and Leah Wallace has got time. She checks, looks over her shoulder with 6.5 minutes to go. Forward towards Squants, who will chase after us. Talia Deverton right, making sure she can't really get any closer to Sophie Games. Nice interchange of passing between those two. Plus, looks like Thomas has come on as well onto his forward line. Icing full low, so we shall see the play being brought back. So the face-off's going to take place to the right of Mackenzie McNamara's goal. She's looking at it. It's going to be Talia to take the draw. Action over on the far side. Talia breaking the play up a little bit there, and then Sophie Kingsbury will have it on its way. Still with Topcats though, and Zara Berwick once more working hard, gets a return pass from Amelia Williams and then lays it off nicely to Nora Egri. These three working well. Zara again, trying to force a turnover. I think she's could well have played herself into contention for, or consideration for player of the game. I think it will go to Ellie Shaw, as it should do with those two goals, but I think a special mention should go to Zara, the way she's played in this game, and she'll take that one well. She's been a bright outlet, as I say, on this line. She's battled hard, and sometimes you never know when whoever selects the Player of the Game awards, you do get decisions made from a different perspective. Action up along the near boards. Blocked. We're going to get a whistle and a play here. It's going to be a penalty for hooking. Let's see which player it's on. It's going to be on Sun Phillips. And she is led away. 15:33 played then inside the last 3.5 minutes. Sorry, 4.5 minutes even. Was good to see the players who have either just played or playing later on in the arena with sitting watching the games as fans. I can see Ruby Newland sitting with Jess Woodin just underneath us here in the commentary booth. Of course, Jess injured, so unfortunately can't play this weekend, but Ruby having a break now. It's just 2 games for her this weekend. It was 4 or 5 last year. But, so it's always good to see them watching the games and taking in the action. A lot of VGB girls were to our right last night watching the elite final, well, the elite playoff as it was called, between Streatham and Swindon.
Please keep your eye on the puck at all times.
That will be a stoppage then for, surely it can't be for icing because they're on the kill. Firebees, so I'm not quite sure what that is for. Comes back to Amelia Williams and then Ellie Wallace towards Nora Egri, trying to stab that one home, but Mackenzie McNamara was quick to react and she will hold on. We're inside the final 4 minutes now then. 1:26 left on this Topcats power play. back to Amelia Williams. Shot from distance from Ellie Wallace. Have a lot of power on that one. See it just wide of the goal frame. It's just out of her reach there, so she'll have to track back. Looks over her shoulder to see where Talia is going to be, but sends it around the boards. And often those two are line mates for the Queen Bees. As Ellie Wallace strides forward once more. It's a shot off. It's really stung the fingertips there, or perhaps the thumb of Mackenzie McNamara. She shook that one off. And it's gathered behind the back of the net. Swindon looking to control here with Amelia Williams. Work back to Lily Endicott. She gets the shot. No, it's not, is it? Sorry, it's number 21, which is Ellie Shaw, of course, who was playing in that point position. I think it was Lily who maybe set the play up towards her. Exactly 3 minutes to go then, and 33 seconds left on this penalty kill for the Firebees. There's still time to get 2 goals back. You'd assume they'd have to get this kill out the way first and then just go all out, and may even have to pull Mackenzie McNamara for the extra attacker. I think, well, that's the only thing they can really do as they look to get a couple of quick goals back. But it's been, say, close throughout. Marley hasn't had a great deal to do, but anything that has come her way, she's dealt with comfortably. She had a tough night last night, some real shots high up into the top corner, which no goalie could stop. And I did feel sorry for her on those, really, because she played well. And Sam Phillips comes back out. Oh, that one pops up off the stick, and Mackenzie quick to look where that was going, and she'll carry that one in and hold on with 2 minutes 24 to go. Quite confusing here, as I said before, the clocks in Sheffield tick up rather than the traditional ticking down where most arenas have them. Nora Eggery to take the draw for the Topcats. It's worked back out, picked off by Izzy Eggington. She'll carry forward. Oh, puck just gets away from her stick. Oh, nice hands as well there by Micey Drazy. Plays into space. That'll be Emma Comer to chase that one down. But May Sullivan gets there first. Sullivan holds on, carries forward. Picked off by Amelia Williams. Banked off the boards. Another Eggery there in the corner. Amelia Williams will hold on, well, sorry, pull for it rather, but puck held on into the corner. Ellie Shaw back forwards. Zara Berwick will chase that one down. May Sullivan gets there first. Teammates with the Guildford Lightning, of course, and those will both be on the ice straight after this game in a few moments' time. In minute 14 to go, as we get ever closer to the end of this game. And who will face the Kingston Diamonds in the final tomorrow? And it is looking like it is going to be the Topcats as we're inside the final minute. And it would take something miraculous, I think, for the Firebees to dig themselves out of this particular hole as Zara Berwick gets it away. Quick glance over her shoulder for Sophie Kingsbury. She gathers in. 44 seconds to go now. Topcats looking like they're heading to their 3rd straight playoff final. They got to what was the old Division 1, now Division 2 final 2 years ago, which they won and won promotion. Last season they lost to the Grand Slam winners, the Whitley Bay Beacons, as they won every single game they played last season and only narrowly missed out. It looks like it's going to be a 3rd straight finals appearance at the playoffs for the Topcats then, as they continue to build an impressive team. That's a good shot there late on. Oh, almost looped over, but Marley making that save. 3 seconds to go. Shot from Sophie Games, but it's all over, and the Swindon Topcats will be playing the Kingston Diamonds in the final. It will be top versus second, but the Kingston the Firebees have made it very difficult for him in this game. This was a 2-0 win. It was as close as it could possibly be, but really it was Ellie Shaw's 2 moments of brilliance which separated the 2 sides, and that is the reason why I shall be going for her as player of the game. Although I do think Zara Berwick deserves a special mention for the way she played in that forward position. For the Firebees, it was difficult. They tried to get going. They defended well, couldn't quite get the offence going. I think Swindon prevented them from creating any real clear-cut chances on net, and any that did come through, Marley, as I said before, was sharp to make the stop. But I think defensively they were outstanding and marshalled well by Sophie Games, and I think she will, deserves to be in contention for player of the game for the Firebees in what will be possibly her last game for the Firebees for some time. But I also think Mackenzie McNamara in goal will be in contention for player of the game, because she was outstanding, faced a lot of shots there and kept it at a close scoreline throughout. But as we watch the post-game handshakes get underway, congratulations to the Topcats, who we shall be seeing again tomorrow, and commiserations to the Firebees. That's their season over then for now. So we await for the Player of the Game awards. We will be staying on air, and the Swindon Topcats should be presented with their championship award. I don't think they were presented with it last night. Believe me, it's been a long weekend so far. Game 5 of 13, still another 8 games to go over this weekend. 4 more today and then 4 tomorrow. So we are just past the third way stage of the tournament. Now I'm thinking about it, I think Swindon did get presented with a trophy last night, so forget that. I think it is just the Player of the Game awards for this one.
So first up, it's our Player of the Game awards.
So we'll eventually get, oh no, here we go, the trophy is here, so I was right, I wasn't imagining things.
Wear white gloves.
Faye Andrews just dusting off the fingerprints, making sure the trophy is in perfect condition when she handed over. The Player of the Game awards are first then.
63,
Mackenzie McNamara, no surprise there really, the way she performed, the amount of shots she saved, obvious choice really. But as I say, special mention to Sophie, who played really well in front of her. And I think if it wasn't going to go to Mackenzie, then the other obvious choice would have been Sophie.
Congratulations and commiserations to the Firebees.
So, well done to Mackenzie. She'll be back later with the Cardiff Comets.
It goes to 21.
Again, no surprise there for Ellie Shaw. She scored the 2 goals which booked her side's place in the final, and aside from that, she's an outstanding young defender who, as we saw today, can take charge of a game. And well done to Ellie. Her star continues to ascend, and we shall be seeing her back here tomorrow. But congratulations again to the Swindon Topcats for winning today's game. Now we have the the championship trophy, I should say. Ellie Wallace, she steps forward as captain.
As we can present the trophy.
And who better a person to collect the trophy, then the Swindon Topcats leading scorer for this season, Ellie Wallace.
To the Swindon Topcats. So, ladies and gentlemen, your 2020.
So step forward then, Ellie Wallace, your time has come. And congratulations to the Swindon Topcats, the Division 1 champions for 2023-2024. Thoroughly deserved success, and every single one of those players playing their part in what has been a fantastic season. And it's not over yet. They have a chance to be crowned playoff champions as well tomorrow, so please tune in for that one. I think that's game 2 of 4 tomorrow, as the players will come forward to get their hats and medals. Emma Comer, Erin Roche, Laura Egri, Marley Easton can't wait to get her hands on that quick enough, can she? So enthusiastic. Ellie Shaw, Leah Wallace, Lily Endicott, and they continue to hand them out. Amelia Williams, Marley Tracy, and that we'll keep these pictures going on in the background for you, but we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with you very shortly for the start of the elite playoffs. But congratulations once again to the Swindon Topcats.